So you're thinking about moving to San Diego, but you're looking for a neighborhood or area that's just a little bit more luxurious and upscale than the rest. Well, in this video, we're gonna talk about some of the most luxurious areas here in San Diego. We're gonna talk about what these homes look like, the locations, what the lifestyle is like, and we'll also talk about why it might be a great fit for you, but more importantly, why it might not be so good for you. Let's find out. Hey guys, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick, and you guys are reaching out all the time, and we love helping you out. So if you're thinking about making a move in or around the San Diego area, just shoot us a text, shoot us an email, or just straight up give us a call so we can help you save a ton of time and just help you make a smooth move right here to San Diego. Now, we're going to talk about some of the most luxurious areas in San Diego because a lot of you guys that are calling in with bigger budgets, I'm talking $3 million, $4 million, $5 million plus. This video is really for you because I want to open up your mind to maybe some areas in San Diego that you've never heard of that are absolutely gorgeous. The first one being Rancho Santa Fe. Now, this area is going to be located in the northern region of San Diego, and it's pretty much just smack dab in the middle right there. It's only about 20, maybe 30 minutes away from the ocean, which is great in my opinion because you can shoot over the beach really fast, and you get a great climate back here with some breezes, especially during that summer months. Now, if you're looking for an area with space, privacy, big mature trees, more of like an estate style living, Rancho Santa Fe is hands down a place you want to be looking. Now, there is a lot of different neighborhoods throughout Rancho Santa Fe. You're going to have the Covenant, Fairbanks Ranch, Cielo, the Crosbys, just to name a few. So you got to have to figure out what kind of style home you like the best, but you're going to have a ton of different styles of living back here. And if you're looking to join a club, whether it be for tennis, maybe you're looking for pickleball, maybe you're looking for golf, you're gonna have various clubs to join back here, which makes it great to go meet people and network and do all that stuff. And the vibe back here is very unique compared to a lot of these other areas that we're talking about on this list, in the sense that it is very private back here. You have a lot of that estate living like I was talking about. So whether you need multiple guest house, or maybe you want a place with a massive pool, a tennis court, pickleball court, whatever the heck you want, you're going to have the space for it out here, which is a very awesome thing. And I already mentioned that you're only 30 minutes from the beach, but my favorite part about this place is once you're there, you don't even feel like you're near the beach. You're literally just in nature. It's very relaxing back here, and you have a ton of just massive mature trees. You got these windy roads, and it's just very lush and relaxing, like I said. And even when it comes to the real estate, you have some gorgeous, gorgeous homes back here. I mean, every type of architecture that you could ever think of, you're going to be able to find it here. So you don't even have to go and do renovations or knock down a house and build something new. The chances of finding that architecture that you're looking for is very, very high. Now, Rancho Santa Fe might be a good place for you to call home if you like to stay away from tourism and you want that space. You're gonna see no tourism back here, especially during the summer months, which is amazing. It's very private, like I said, back here, and all the tourism is really gonna be more on the coast anyway. So if you want something a little more out of the hustle and bustle like that, this is gonna be great. And it is very, very spacious, like you said, so you're gonna have a lot more of that privacy. And it might not be so good for you if you're looking for walkability, because there is literally zero walkability back here. A lot of these areas and these roads don't even have sidewalks, so you're not gonna be able to walk to the grocery store or walk and do that type of stuff. Sure, you can go walking on trails and things, but when it comes to walkability to shops, bars, and restaurants, you have none. And the second thing is, it is going to be hands down one of the most expensive areas to call home in San Diego, because you have homes, you really can't get in here unless you got about $3, maybe $4 million on the low side. And this can go high up. I mean, homes have sold back in Rancho Santa Fe up into the $20 million price range. Next up is La Jolla. Also known as the Jewel. La Jolla literally means the jewel in Spanish. This place is going to be located very, very centrally here in San Diego. It's on the coast in central San Diego, and it's probably one of the best locations, especially if you have to commute to the airport very often, or you just want to be closer to downtown San Diego. This is going to be a great location. Now, the scene and the vibe down here in La Jolla is, if you're the type of person or family that just likes to be outside, you like to go to the restaurants, you like to go shopping, you like to do all that type of stuff, this is gonna be where there is a ton of luxury and a ton of value for you if you like that style. Now, you do have a lot of retirees living here because it is expensive, But when it comes to the neighborhoods, you're gonna have a ton of different neighborhoods as well. So if you're looking for something, or a home, I should say, with ocean views or just views in general, or maybe you don't really care about that and walkability is your thing, you wanna be able to walk out front and just kind of walk to, you know, shops, bars, and restaurants, or maybe you want something with a big lot, you're in luck because La Jolla is definitely the city. You're gonna have so many different options when it comes to neighborhoods. You're gonna have Soledad Mountain, you're gonna have Mirrorlands, you're gonna have Bird Rock, you're gonna have downtown La Jolla, you're gonna have La Jolla Farms. I mean, the list literally goes on and on. Now, La Jolla is going to be a good fit for you if you really value accessibility. Now, what I mean by that is the location is very central, like I said. So if you wanna be close to things to do, whether it's shops, bars, restaurants, shopping, all that type of stuff, La Jolla is going to be great. Not to mention just being where you're located here, you can shoot up to so many different cities, whether you wanna go up to Carlsbad or Encinitas. It's only going to be about 30 minutes away, and it's a completely different lifestyle up there, and you can go check that out. So that's going to be a huge advantage if you're looking for stuff like that. Not to mention if you need to get to the airport pretty often, this is going to be an awesome location. But on the other hand, if you do not like crowds, especially in the summer months, then you're definitely going to want to avoid La Jolla. It's just one of those areas that a lot of people come to, especially in the summertime or for vacation. It is a beautiful city. You have some just postcard looking beaches. So it gets very congested here. Like I said, especially in the summer months from, you know, let's say May to August, it's gonna get packed. I mean, lines for restaurants are gonna get longer. There's gonna be a lot more traffic getting into La Jolla and getting out of La Jolla. So if you want to avoid crowds and tourism and tourists and all that, then maybe La Jolla isn't the best bet. And if you guys are getting any value out of this video, please hit that like button. It means the world to us. And of course, as much as we love making these videos for you guys, we love helping you with your real estate needs just a little bit more. So if you guys have any questions, please be reaching out. We'd love to help. Now we're gonna head south of La Jolla, and we're actually gonna land in an area called Coronado. Now, Coronado is gonna be located just west of downtown San Diego, and it actually looks like an island when you're looking at it at the map, but it is connected by the Coronado Bridge and the Silver Strand. So you got a couple exits and entrances into Coronado. But I'd say it's probably best known for the Hotel del Coronado, which they make a really cool ice skating rink that gets very, very busy down there right around Christmas time. And you also have, well, I should say a lot of Top Gun was filmed down here because the Navy base is right there. So Tom Cruise helped kind of put Coronado on the map, I guess you could say, for the most part. But this is, in my opinion, a very tiny neighborhood. It's not huge, and you have a very, like, the sense of community over there, and just, you know, even taking a day trip, if you can't afford to live there and you take a day trip down there, it is so much fun. Go to the Coronado Brewery. You have a ton of different, you know, shops, bars, restaurants, and it's just a fun place to hang out. And if you're lucky enough to call it home, you're gonna have a ton of fun down there because you have a ton of walkability, which is amazing. You're gonna have a couple different styles of living, whether you wanna have high-rise living, maybe you just want your typical single family home, or if you have a boat or you've always wanted a boat dock in your backyard, definitely be checking out the Coronado Cays. I mean, it's got kind of this Miami-esque feeling down there, but you can actually find that in San Diego, which is amazing. Now, Coronado might be a good spot for you if you are really looking for a place with some walkability. You don't really need to hop in your car often. You don't need to commute. This is gonna be a good spot because whether you're just walking to go grab a beer, maybe you want a quick bite to eat, maybe you want something a little more upscale, you're gonna have that option, and it's probably gonna be walkable. And if you're just going for a walk or taking the dog out, you have a ton of various parks around. Not to mention, you are literally surrounded by beaches, so your odds are pretty high that you're able to walk to the beach. On the other hand, if you're looking for a place that's a little bit more quiet, this is probably not it, just in the sense that it's gonna see a lot of visitors, especially during the summer months, and you are located right next to the naval base, so you might get some noises from some of the helicopters and planes. The boats are not gonna make much noise, but it will be around. Next up is Del Mar. Now, Del Mar is gonna be located in North San Diego, and it's on the coast right there, and it's actually one of the smallest towns in all of San Diego County. You got a population of just about 4,000 people over here, so very, very small, which is really, really cool. But it's probably most famously known for the Del Mar racetrack, which you got 2 seasons of horse racing there now, and the Del Mar Fairgrounds, which you know you're a local in San Diego if you still call it the Del Mar Fairgrounds. It is not called that anymore. I don't know when they changed the name, maybe 5 years ago, but they changed the name to the San Diego County Fair. But this town of Del Mar is very, very picturesque. It's got a really cool downtown zone. It's right on the beach right there, so you can walk down. You got a ton of sand, which is amazing. You don't have to worry about the tides or any of that stuff. But very good food over here. You got a place called Monarch, which I highly recommend if you are going to Del Mar. Check this place out, especially right about sunset. You're gonna get a really good view and some really good food. And Del Mar's kind of a sleepier beach town in my opinion. I mean, obviously in the summertime or when the racetrack's happening and the fairgrounds, the bars and the restaurants are gonna be a little bit more full. But besides that, I think it's a little bit more calm. But hands down, if you are looking for a place that's dog friendly, you have the Del Mar Dog Beach, which is amazing. I mean, people from all over San Diego County drive to this beach just to let their four-legged friends play with other dogs. So this is a great time, just let alone with the dog beach. But when it comes to the real estate, you have a few different neighborhoods, whether you want something oceanfront where you can literally walk out your backyard or your back door and be right on the beach. You're also going to have a lot of homes with views, and specifically right behind the downtown area, you have a ton of beautiful homes. There's no sidewalks back there, but it's kind of that estate feel, kind of like Rancho Santa Fe, what I was talking about. And I want to mention one other area that kind of ties into Del Mar, which is going to be Solana Beach. It's just to the north. It's another very small town. But if you're looking in Del Mar, definitely open up your search and be looking in Solana Beach. It's very, very similar, and you have a really cool downtown area right there. You got shops, bars, and restaurants all along the 101. Not to mention you have a little design district called Cedros Street. So definitely check out Solana Beach as well. Next up is Encinitas. Now, if you're new to San Diego and you're still trying to figure it out, or maybe you're just not super familiar with San Diego in general, then Encinitas is definitely gonna be one of those more off the beaten path type of areas. And I wanted to share it because your dollar is going to go a lot further here than in a lot of these other areas that I've kind of spoken about. So I wanted to share it with you guys, but it's going to be located in North San Diego, and it's also known as a coastal city here. But depending on where you live in Encinitas, you could be, 25, maybe 30 minutes away from the beach. So it has a ton of different landscapes and neighborhoods, but it's just very unique in my opinion, and people love this place, especially people that have never really heard of it. Once I tell them to kind of do a drive-by or cruise through the area, they end up loving it, and it's because of the downtown zone right there on the coast. It is just very vibrant. I mean, you have a lot of nightlife there, some very well-known bars. The restaurants are some of my favorite in all of San Diego, and they're all along the 101. It's just nonstop, and the beaches over here are gorgeous. I mean, grew up going to these beaches, but they're just absolutely amazing, especially in the summertime. And little hint, after summer, they get a little bit better. Everybody's gone, all the tourists are gone. So Encinitas is going to be a place that I would definitely recommend. And when it comes to the real estate, you have so many different homes depending on what you're looking for, especially when it comes to the luxury. I highly recommend looking in Olivenhain, which is gonna be a little more east in Encinitas, but it's just a lot more space over there. You got those windy roads, big mature trees, bigger lots, some really gorgeous homes back there. Encinitas Ranch, you're gonna have more of a luxury, kind of bigger estate feeling back there. Quail Gardens, or if you wanna be close to the beach, maybe on the bluff up there, you got some gorgeous homes as well. You're definitely gonna wanna be looking in Encinitas if you're looking for an area where your dollar is gonna go a little bit further. Not sure how long that's actually gonna last, but for now, your dollar is gonna go a little bit further here than some of those other areas that I spoke about. Not to mention, if you are a foodie and you just love to go try different restaurants, different bars and all that, you cannot go wrong in Encinitas. But with those awesome pros come some cons, which is going to be, it gets very, very congested over here, especially during those summer months when all the visitors are in town. It can take you, what should be a 5-minute drive can sometimes take you, 15, 20 minutes sometimes. So it really just depends on if you can handle that. Totally fine, you're gonna love it here, but if you don't like to sit in the car for a lot longer and you have to commute very often, might not be the best. But what you need to know is there is more luxury communities than these ones that I spoke about in San Diego, like Point Loma, you got Santa Luz, you're gonna have areas of Poway. So that's why it's so important that you guys do reach out so we can have that conversation with you and find out what your budget is, what's your lifestyle really looking for, so we can maybe recommend a better neighborhood than one of these, or maybe you like a lot of these neighborhoods and we can kind of niche you down into a certain area within these cities. So we'd love to help you out. So just shoot us a text, shoot us an email, or just straight up give us a call so we can save you a ton of time. And make sure you check out a couple of these videos here because these are also going to make your life a lot easier. I'll see you there.